The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started, and we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go one more.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Patriots are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the run, it's Robinson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Jones. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
46, boys, 46. I'm going to come back to you. All right.
from the 29. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Harris. And some room to roam now. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 63 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Harris. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
1st down, New England.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this throw caught left side and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Chiefs 7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, Robinson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle there by Brian Poole. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. Robinson, a first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 43. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 68 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Jones off the play fake. He finds his man complete. That's Stanley.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James Robinson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And shutting him off, now open field. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time on 4th and 1. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Always got some breathing room. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 134 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll run it now with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.